Hi, everybody. Hello. It's Matt Belcher, Belcher Bar 1 in the house. This is our first ever blab. We're going to do these every Friday night. It's going to be Antics from the Belcher Bar. We're going to do all kinds of different stuff. Tonight, we're going to feature Connecticut beers, Connecticut breweries, show you some examples, give a whole bunch of different information. Oh, my brother just walked in with some nice stuff. Oh, from Massachusetts. Hey, now.
That'll be another night.
That'll be another night.
Nice. Is that Julius?
Yes, it is. So real quick, we just wanted to talk quickly about some Connecticut breweries. We're just so lucky around New England to be in a renaissance of beer. As anybody knows, around the country, craft beer is becoming such a big part of the beer drinking scene. Here in New England, it's really, really taken off between what's going on in Vermont, which is just a hotbed for incredible breweries going on, some of the best rated beers in the country up there. And quite frankly, every other state in New England, including right here in Connecticut. Couple examples of what we got going on down here. Two Roads Brewing, which is a great one here in the state. They've actually doubled or tripled their capacity to a point where they're now ghost brewing for other people. Evil Twin is one that brews there all the time. They've got some really, really great beers. Solid one being their Two Roads to Ruin. They've also got a lot of different styles. Do you want to say anything?
No, you're on a roll.
Now, here's one right here. This is a blonde barley wine style ale from Two Roads. I just posted something on Twitter today that they are anticipating a new collaboration beer with Evil Twin. They haven't released what it is yet, but that's supposed to be coming out in the next month or so. So they're really kicking butt down there at Two Roads, which is really exciting and really one of the bigger brewers here in the state.
The last collaboration was the guys at Ghost. That was their last one.
Evil Twin. That was their last one, right? Yeah. Another big one here in Connecticut is New England Brewing Company. They're actually a pretty far distributor. They get out pretty well. They have beers Ganibot, Sea Hag,
G-Bot.
Now G-Bot. Yep. Sorry if I offended anyone. Again, lots of different Coriolis, lots of different styles. Very, very good brewers down there. We have some examples that we're going to pour and sample here in a minute. But Sea Hag.
Jesse's offended.
Sea Hag. There you go. The new G-Bot. Hey, looking good. Right down here in southern Connecticut, just North Haven area. Again, large capacity brewer. They're really pushing the cans out now and getting them out into the stores. I think the new G-Bot is
outstanding. Better than the.
It's just as good as anything that's out there, as far as I'm concerned. So I'll pour a couple of these. We'll switch gears a little bit because we don't want to take too long. We actually have a party going on here tonight. But talk about one of our local guys, Willimantic Brewing Company. Jim, you know a lot about those guys.
I know that Dave was one of the original brewers in the country, going way back with Jim Cook from Sam Adams and the guys from Shipyard. They all went brewery. He went brew pub. If you get an opportunity to get out to Willimantic to go to the Willabrew, outstanding IPAs, outstanding everything. His IPAs to me are his best beers. So I'm actually hoping to get up there and brew with him someday soon. I got an invitation, so hopefully get up there and brew with him in the near future.
And just doing, again, outstanding stuff. Another one that's a lot like Willabrew as far as their style is Stubborn Beauty. Again, here in Connecticut, that's getting into the smaller, more crafty style. Their Derp series is phenomenal. Again, they have a lot of different styles. I'm actually here at Stubborn Beauty right there. They're out of Middletown, Connecticut. Excellent guys up there. And it's, again, smaller capacity. They're only open a few days a week, but if you get an opportunity to get up there.
It should be noted that where we are here in Connecticut, within a 20-mile radius from where we are, we have 6 top-notch breweries really, really close by. Stubborn Beauty is one. Back east out of Bloomfield, we're gonna try one of their beers here in a minute. Nepco, a little bit further, Nepco, they're about 30 miles away. We've got Top Shelf in Manchester, Steady Habit, not even 5 minutes from where we're standing.
We're going to talk about them in a minute.
Outer Light down in Groton, and then we going across. We've got Beard down in Stonington. So a lot of
beer.
a lot of great breweries really close by,
and more opening up. It seems almost every week there's more opening up. It's just getting crazy.
Salem got their approval this week.
Yep.
So
Salem, a new one opening up in Norwich. We're brewing here at the Belcher bar. Got our Matt did a Mosaic IPA last week. We got that on tap.
And it's really, really great. And I'll tell you, this G-Bot, man, this thing is spectacular.
no taste for your wife.
Here you go, wife.
And G-Bot is, if you haven't had it, if you don't know, it's a double IPA, kind of in the same vein as the Sip of Sunshine, a real nice citrus hoppy flavor.
And with talking about G-Bot, kind of one step down from that level is their Sea Hag single IPA. Again, super solid. It's a great hoppy IPA. Certainly not as big on the alcohol level because it's a single IPA, but you can get it fresh here in Connecticut, and we got this, and it was canned last week.
Yeah.
So it's just really, really great that it's coming out that fresh, and when it's like this, I mean, it's just, again, it's super solid.
It's pretty much any good
So
bar
pour this so you
around
can see what it looks like.
will have that on tap.
So that's
Two Roads to Ruin, pretty much on tap. Any good.
This is
good
the Sea Hag.
around.
You're such a hag.
Yeah. Bear with me while I pour this for a second.
You're the hag.
How come your brother's wearing a Seahawks hat?
Because they're big. So that kind of runs the gamut as far as a couple of the IPAs from Nebco goes. Right now, they have a really, really nice stout out, and that's the Storm Trooper Stout, something like that. I don't remember exactly what the name is, but it's supposed to be a great stout. My buddy Jesse, who might be watching right now, he was telling me today that he's tried it, and it's just really a super, super stout.
Yeah, that tenor, also great. Another great. That's a double, right?
I think that one is, yeah. To dial it back a little bit, going to a couple smaller things, like Jim had mentioned earlier, right here locally, we have a guy, Steady Habit. This is one of his here. It's an IPA that's brewed all Galaxy hops. He has a string of beers that he does, and every iteration of it, he uses a different hop profile. So he calls it Hop in a Dream. Sometimes it's Mosaic. This one is all Galaxy. Sometimes he has a blend. But every single time it's the Hop in the Dream and then whatever series it is. And he had a Topaz one. He's a very, very solid hop profile IPA guy.
He has a distinct, you can tell when you drink his beer, has a very distinct profile.
Yeah, and he's also got some great stouts out. We just had one last night. That's
What's the name of that one?
Yeah, what was the name of that one? Trying hard to a humorous attempt at being good.
Yeah.
It's like a coconut vanilla, almost tastes like a coconut almond bar that you would get off the Good Humor truck.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. And that he has another stout that he doesn't have available right now called Big Bad Bunny.
Jesse says it's Imperial Stout Trooper.
Imperial Stout Trooper.
Jesse, you can come in and talk to them.
Ask us questions.
No, don't do that. But yeah, his Big Bad Bunny Stout, people travel from states around to come and get that thing. That thing has won awards at different beer trade shows. Fantastic.
Oh, Jesse's coming on.
Uh-oh. We got him on the speaker, so. Okay. So again, Steady Habit, we'll crack one of those to take a look. One that we have in this state that's a really different style brewer. Hey, Jesse.
You need to shave, boy.
Where is it? Where's the speakers? All over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were like that last time.
I was drunk. So there you go.
One that we have in the state that's a totally different style is this guy, Kent Falls. They do a lot of like farmhouse style, Saison style, and they've really got it nailed. Lots of lower alcohol content beers because of that style, but some of them are super funky, have that real farmhouse, grassy flavor. This one in particular we haven't tried yet. It's supposed to be more on the sour side, but again has that real earthy kind of farmhouse style ale. What are you looking for?
I was wondering why Bud's not on.
Because it makes it too bright on the screen. What do you like about Kent Falls?
I think what I like about them is they are different. They're doing a lot of they're pretty much all saisons. I don't think I've had anything out of there other than a farmhouse ale. Saisons different, and a wit beer. I think they came out with, but for the most part, it's just different styles of farmhouse ales, and which is, I think, became our favorite beer over the
especially over the summer
and fall,
without a doubt. So, that's just kind of an overview of some of the really, here in Connecticut, we're just getting spoiled, like I said. A couple others that are out there that we don't have as much here at the Belcher Bar, but I know a lot of people really enjoy. One of which is Thimble Island.
Great coffee stout.
They do have a great coffee stout. I just haven't been exposed to as many of theirs, but they are local. I believe they're out of Mystic? Brantford. But really, really good. What's so funny over there, you Vanna?
I'm watching Jesse's cat.
Is Jesse gone?
Yeah.
My cat is stealing the show.
And Outer Light, Jim mentioned them earlier. They're out of Groton, but again, I don't get theirs as much. But from what I understand, doing super solid.
Yeah, they've got they've got huge capacity for. They just opened up, and I think they may have. I don't know, but they should have put a picture on their Facebook page today showing their kegs ready to go out and be distributed, and they had walls and walls of keg beer ready to go out, and they're doing great things down there. Their Seduction,
look at the way that
IPA, yeah, that's
the Kent Falls. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. They're doing really nice things, and they've got an unbelievable tap room. They're beautiful tap room down at Outer Light.
This is the Kent Falls DeCara. Haven't tried this one. This is a first timer, but you can see the way that these pour compared to the IPAs. Really much more of the head on it. Really a light. This one's only a 4% alcohol by volume. Now, they're calling it a table beer, but again, it's supposed to be more in that sours sort of vein. Here, check that out. See what that's all about. Haven't really tried this one yet, but definitely has that farmhouse saison kind of funky smell to it, which
it's nice. It's light. It's very light. It's nice.
And again,
it doesn't have the usual funk.
This one was bottled end of December, batch number 1. So this is their interpretation of a rustic table beer fermented entirely with wild yeast, it says. So
you can taste it. You can taste the funk. It's not as funky as a lot of their others. It doesn't have the tartness. It's really mild. It's got great rating. So.
Oh yeah, very nice. And again, all this stuff goes in untapped from the bar here.
I posted your untapped handles, both of you. So
we have guests here all the time. We're very untapped friendly. People bring tastings. People bring growlers. We're always trying new things and trying different places that we can find new and exciting beers going on here in Connecticut. I think for me, one other that's out there that I haven't talked about at all, and Jesse, you might even want to chime in on this, is Shabine Brewing. They do a lot of different types of flavors. They've got like the cannoli beers and lots of different kind of stouts and porters. Jesse, you know those guys. What's going on over there?
Yeah, the cannoli is the most recognizable that they've got over there. Served with a powdered sugar and cinnamon rim. It literally does taste like the dessert. It's unbelievable. If you haven't had it, you should definitely seek it out. They have a lot of good other ones. They've got the Turbo IPA. They've got a couple of what was another good one I had over there? They've done a peanut butter jelly stout in the past. They do a lot of fun different ones.
We did mention Firefly.
That's right.
Where are they? Out of Woodbridge.
Yeah, I forgot all about those guys.
Yeah, another grand. Are they in Woodbridge or are they in Berlin? Bristol.
That's Bristol because that's what Junior brought.
Yeah, Junior brought that from Bristol, all the way from the main streets.
MTG bot.
Top shelf, yeah.
Solid stuff there.
And we're gonna try that. That's okay. We told them about it.
Yeah, the one we didn't try yet is this Back East Brewing. We're gonna pop this one open here in a little bit, but this one, Back East is doing a lot of really, really cool stuff. I actually went to a great beer tasting over the summer where Back East, they brewed a batch that was fermented in used moonshine barrels. And boy, they're offering it. That tasting just about stole the show. That thing was awesome. Although we didn't pick it to win, I think we picked the second. That back east at the at the beer bash that we went to at Goodwin College was fantastic.
Mm.
And we have to give props, even though they're across the border, but they're right over the border in Rhode Island to Gray Sail, the Captain's Daughter, which is a beauty.
And again, even we are going to do a Rhode Island night, but again, this one's only within 20 miles of us.
Yeah, it's right across the border.
Gray Sail, great stuff going on, and we'll have a Rhode Island night where we'll have Captain's Daughter and a bunch of other great offerings. We might even pull out a Nasty Nary for that one.
So all of these beers that we're talking about, we are so if anybody outside of the area is interested in these beers, we're certainly willing to trade. So if you've got something down in your area that we can't get up here, we can arrange to not violate U.S. postal laws, but we can arrange to work up some kind of a trade.
Yeah, not interested in the midnight run
of jail. Beer.
And again, support your local brewers. We're going to keep it a little shorter tonight because it is our first one, and we're just getting into it. We have not opened the Steady Habit yet, but we're going to open that here in a minute.
Okay.
But I did just want to say, every Friday night we plan on doing this at 8:30. Every week we'll have a different theme. They'll all be posted well in advance. Next week will probably be our Rhode Island theme because I've picked up some great Rhode Island beers already. As Jim mentioned, Captain's Daughter being one, and others from Gray Sail. I have a handful of others that we'll pull out for next week.
Poor Judgment's another great.
Poor Judgment is a great one.
That's you two, Poor Judgment.
And each week, we may do a specific style. So if you have a style that you want to see some examples of or know about, whether it be barley wines or imperial stouts or something from another country or whatever, just let us know. I think you can shoot us a message via Twitter or whatever, and we'll do our best to get it on there.
Yep.
We'll try to do an example of like between 2 and 4 beers every single week that we do it. We'll probably do a couple of untapped nights where we go for some specific badges or maybe something special where it's maybe a hard to find beer or something like that. But we really want to get this out there and be able to share what we're having with as many people as possible and really educate people on all the different styles and what's going on. Let me pop this Steady Habit real quick before we sign off. Some people aren't huge fans of the All Galaxy Hop blend, but I will say I was pleasantly surprised by it when I tried it last week. When I picked this up, I had a sample at the brewery. It's a very bright hop, and I'm learning more and more about the very specific kinds. I'm not as good at it as some of the other people that come around here. My friend George is very good at it. Gamby's very good at it. They can pick out different styles of hops, at the drop of a hat. I know a handful of them. Some people like the Galaxy. It's a really bright hop, very clean. But sometimes it's a little too much, especially when it's an all Galaxy hop. But this one, I think, hits it pretty much right on the head. Again, but with John's that signature, with John's hop profile, you can definitely tell that it's a Steady Habit beer.
Or one for your brother.
All right, I think that might do it for this week. But Jesse, thanks for coming on.
Thanks,
we're gonna record it, and we're probably gonna post this either on YouTube or Facebook or something, and try to get some interest going for as these progress.
Oh, you guys are going to explode. I shared it with my 0 followers.
There you go. There you go. Pour yours so they can take a look at yours. Just do a pour.
Well, I poured one a little while ago. Yeah. I'll pour one here in a minute, but this is... Oh, sorry. This is what it looks like. I'll pour it in a glass.
Pour one out of the tap. You want to take one out of the tap?
Yeah, I got to wait a minute because I had to recharge it. Okay. The gas one.
It's got a really nice color.
And, that's the color of ours. We call it Long Play IPA, because it has a 6.666666 alcohol by volume. And I really like vinyl records, so it kind of has the double entendre going there. But, it's our first attempt at an IPA here at the Belcher Bar. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. First day we poured it. It was a little bready, a little bit of like a banana kind of feel to it, but as it's matured and settled into the keg with the carbonation. It's gotten much cleaner, so I'm pretty happy with it for now, and we'll see how it goes as we progress. But I think that's it for now. All right.
Duck your face down a minute, because
Okay.
you've been kind of behind the badge there. There he is. There's my handsome guy.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you next week, and until then,
Cheers.
see you later from the Belcher Bar. Bye.
Bye, Jackie.
That's it. Simple as that.
One done.
Right.
I was gonna sneak